Hello and welcome back to homeschoolcurriculumcenter.com. We are your source for curriculum reviews and resources. We give you information on everything homeschool, including top curriculum choices, free curriculum options, best online curriculum, and resources for every subject. So, welcome back. Thank you for joining us on today. We are back with another great homeschooling resource. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be notified when we upload videos on the latest homeschooling resources. Today's resource is Reading Eggs. We do have a full video explaining how Reading Eggs works in our reading curriculum playlist. So if you want to know more about the program, definitely head on over to our playlist for reading curriculum, and you will find a full video there explaining how Reading Eggs works. Today's video will focus on their bonus material available on this program. So Reading Eggs is an online reading program that helps children who are learning how to read. It has online reading games and activities for learning how to read. When you create an account, you also can start an account for a 30-day free trial there. You can also watch a video on their website that shows you how the program works. It's a very quick little short video that gives you a little bit of insight of how the program works. So when you log into your account, the back office looks a little bit like this. You will have access to all of their different programs that they have available there. So they do have a program for the younger students. It's called Reading Junior Eggs. So that's for ages 2 to 4. That begins with phonemic awareness and helping students to learn those beginning phonemic skills. Then they have the Reading Eggs program, which definitely dives into reading for ages 3 to 7. They also have a fast phonics program to go with those phonics skills with your children as well for ages 5 to 10. They do have Reading Express for the older children, so ages 7 to 13. And they do have a math program also called Math Seeds for ages 3 to 9. So a full developed online program here with activities, games, and a very, very cute layout here on their program. So I wanted to show you some of their bonus material on today. So when you have an account, you can access their bonus material here. Mainly, I wanted to show you their activity sheets. They also have a parent user guide. There is homeschool information here. Also, lesson overviews. There is a placement test overview as well as summer school resources. So they do have lots of available bonus material beyond their online curriculum. So let's take a peek here. So I want to show you first their lesson overview. So this is a lesson overview for Reading Eggs. It will show you an entire map of what your child will be learning through using their program. So it gives it to you lesson by lesson, the phonic sounds and letters, any decodable words, high frequency words, and vocabulary words that will be learned throughout the program. So as you can see, the program builds throughout. There's like what's called maps that your students will go through. They're kind of like a little journey through the online program, but this shows you what they'll be learning in each map here. So each map is about 10 lessons long, as you can see, and you can see exactly what your child will practice and learn throughout the program, so you know what to expect, what to review. You can also, I'll show you the added worksheets they have here that you can practice and use with the program. So it's definitely an all-in-one built-in program here. This is a full guide that shows you every single lesson and what your child will learn, including soft C, the long vowels, short vowels, wide end of the word. So definitely it definitely builds upon each lesson. Starts out very slow in the beginning, and then of course it adds the decodable words, high frequency words, vocabulary words get more and more increasingly difficult there till your child truly learns how to read. So definitely take a look at this. This is their lesson overview for all their lessons here. They have spelling lessons as well. So kindergarten is levels A through D, lessons 1 through 32. And then they go on to show you with the spelling lessons there, what your child will be learning, the different spelling patterns there. First grade are these particular lessons here, E through H, lessons 33 to 64. So you can see once again the focus sound words, high frequency words, and then some challenge words. So definitely go through and look at this checklist and just see. You can print it off and just see if your child is learning and grasping all the skills. Check off things they know, things they don't know, and continue to review those lessons that they may not have grasped those skills for. So they have what's called driving tests. And so these are things that can test your children, test their knowledge. And so definitely check it out. Reading Eggs has a lot of resources available in those bonus materials. As I mentioned, they do have a math program as well. So they do have a same, like what's called a scope and sequence that you can see what your child will be learning in Math Seeds. So I think there are about 150 lessons. The first 50 is the kindergarten level. So students learn fundamental number skills, including number recognition, number words and counting. Students learn to count forwards and backwards to 20 with confidence. They use a range of techniques, including tens frames and number lines. They also learn the number words up to 20. Students learn how to add to 10 and their doubles back to double 5. So it also goes into the shapes there, 2D shapes, 3D shapes, and so on and so forth. So the same layout here for math. So you have the grade level there. The first 50 lessons are for kindergarten. And so with the math seeds, your child will take a placement test. So they may not need all the skills for kindergarten. It will place them at the right level for their skill level. So my daughter took her placement test as well, and I think it started her maybe on lesson 30. Now, since she was like 5 years old, and so she has graduated since the program. But it is a very well thought out, very well laid out program. As you can see, it shows you exactly the name of the lesson, the domain standards, what they're learning, and then lesson content outcomes, what your child should be able to do as a result of this lesson. So here are the kindergarten lessons. And then once you get to 50, you have graduated over into first grade skills. So it gives you a brief explanation there of what your child will learn in first grade. This is lessons 51 to 100. So as you can see, here's the little map here as they go throughout the lessons there. And they will hop to these little lily pads as they go through and complete each lesson. So here are all the first grade skills. As you see, it gets more and more increasing with difficulty there for first grade. So 51 through 100 is all the first grade lessons. And remember, this is available to you once you log in and have an account. You can use that 30-day free trial or to access this information. And so it's definitely very handy dandy to know exactly what your child will be learning through these lessons. And then once you get to lesson 100, so 101 to 150 is the second grade skills for math. So as you can see, learn to count to 1,000, right? So definitely building upon those previous skills, but getting more and more increasingly difficult. So it'll start off slow here, counting from 100 to 500, and so on and so forth. So here are all the second grade skills here. So definitely a lot to be learned with all these math skills here: time, measurement, money, fractions. So the lessons definitely get more and more difficult as they increase. So definitely this is called their scope and sequence. Ooh, they have grade 3. So they have 151 to 200 there. Those lessons are for third grade. So it's awesome for math seeds. So as I mentioned, my daughter graduated from the program. And so once she got her basic skills there, we moved her to a traditional math curriculum program. And so she did not go to this level for the third grade there, but it is available if you want to continue to use this program. So it's like it stops at third grade there. So definitely a great, great, great option here. This could be a remedial program for your child. If you're using a traditional math curriculum and you want to use this one as a practice site, that is definitely another option as well. So this is reading eggs and math seeds. They have a scope and sequence. One more thing I want to show you before we wrap up our video on today under their bonus material are these activity sheets. These are so invaluable. So as you look here, there we go, homeschool worksheets. So they have worksheets for homeschool there. So for the different, what we call maps on reading eggs. So as your child is working through the lessons there, remember every 10 lessons is a map, like a set of skills they've learned. So I showed you the scope and sequence for reading eggs. And so as you look through the list here of the scope and sequence, when you follow along here, so here is map 1, so lessons 1 through 10. If you want your child to have extra practice after doing the online version, you can head over to these worksheets here. So it's under bonus material and activity sheets. You will find downloadable free activity sheets with every lesson. So how great is that? So there are sheets available for reading eggs, for the fast phonics as well. So there they are there. They're peaks, called peaks and fast phonics there. They have some handwriting pages and some phonics there. Also, they have pages for Reading Eggs Express. So there is a year 1, year 2, and so on and so forth. So it definitely builds. So there is a practice sheet for every single lesson, all the way to 220. So lots of practice sheets here. There is some for comprehension as well as English spelling skills. And then there are sheets for math as well. So we'll click on a few of these and show you how they look. Let's see, map 2, lesson 7 there. So here is the lesson 7 sheet there, what your child should have learned. And then here's the actual worksheet your child can do to practice like that lesson with paper pencil. So a lot of parents are very concerned about online technology and the child not writing. Well, here you have it. So in Reading Eggs, they do have it available where there is a actual worksheet, practice sheet for every single lesson. So here it is for math. You can scroll through and get all the sheets here. Let's see, we go all the way down here, all the way, lots of lessons there to lesson 200. This is math seeds, lesson 200. So it gives you the answer key there. So if you need help with the answer key there, it does give you the key skills that the child is learning. And so any kind of extra assistance that may be needed for your child. And then it goes on to the actual worksheets your child can do. So here is the end result of doing math seeds all the way to lesson 200. This is area problem solving here, area with subtraction. So definitely a great option here for reading eggs and math seeds. I love this portion. And I think when I did it with my daughter, I had no clue about this bonus material. So that's why I wanted to make a video to definitely share it with other families about this added benefit of reading eggs and math seeds. So as you can see, they have full worksheets for every single lesson. So your child can do the online version, and then you can have it print off these sheets for extra practice. You don't have to do all of them, right? This is a lot of pages, a lot of paper. So you may want to only do the lesson that your child had difficulty with, right? If they need extra practice on something. They have color activity pages as well. And so definitely you can take a look here and see, let's say my child needs some extra help on lesson 60. So I'll click on that lesson there. I will look at the lesson review, kind of go over some of these terms with my child, maybe review the word families, the sight words, get some extra assistance there. And then I will go into letting my child complete this sheet on their own or with my assistance. It's however it works for you and your family. Remember, homeschooling is exactly that. We cater the curriculum to our children and what they need. So I just want to let you guys know that there is some bonus material with reading eggs. They have their list of skills available. That's their scope and sequence, went over in the beginning. And they have a full worksheet layout here for the curriculum as well. Ooh, and there is also a little booklet that you can make word family books of reading those words. That's awesome too. So lots of options here. They do have electronic books as well as ebooks that are on the reading program site as well that I showed you in the other video. And so I wanted to definitely show you these added worksheets. So this could be really a full curriculum for learning how to read. I think the pricing is only maybe like $12.99 or $9.99 per month, so not very expensive at all for that beginning level of reading. And as I mentioned, it could be a full curriculum or it could just definitely be a practice site as well. So definitely cater it towards your children and what you need for your homeschool. So remember, this is Reading Eggs and Math Seeds. They also have an older edition there, program there for Reading Express for ages 7 to 13. They do have reading practice for ages 2 all the way to 13. And then they also have Math Seeds for grades ages 3 to 9 there for the age group there into 3rd grade for math. So definitely lots of options here. I definitely want to show you this bonus material. So once you have an account, you'll be able to access this bonus material. They do have activity sheets in Spanish as well. So if we have any Spanish speakers or families who are doing bilingual learning at home, that's great as well. So definitely check out Reading Seeds. This is a great option for their online learning here. And so remember, they do have several programs for several different age groups. Their program started out originally as just reading eggs. And so now they've added different elements here as well as math. So definitely check it out. Remember, your child can do a placement test to see exactly where they're scoring and what their skill level is. So definitely go in and check it out. Great option here. So remember, you can do their free trial. It's for 30 days. So definitely try it out. I think homeschooling too it involves a lot of flexibility. So we have to try and see what works and what doesn't work for our children to give them the best education possible. So head on over to readingeggs.com and try it out. If you're looking for other reading curriculum options or helps, definitely head on over to our reading playlist right here on YouTube. There are several options available, so don't feel locked into this one option. There are so many options available, so take your time and peruse and binge watch the reading curriculum playlist there and see which curriculum option you think will be best fit for your children. And sometimes if we have multiple children, what works for one child may not work for another, so you have to use different curriculum options for each child. So all these options are available there right there on our playlist, to check them out and get a good overview before you actually purchase and take on these curriculum options. So remember to share this video with other families so they have this information also. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified when we upload videos on the latest homeschooling resources. Definitely check out our description box. There's so many links in there. And remember, happy homeschooling.